Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Conquering the Cloud on Funbox Friday. I'm sticking with that name because that title sounds pretty good, and I like the name still, and I still use Funbox. So I've been doing a bunch of work. Got a bunch of the trading done up top, and I made this little guy here so I have a safe way to farm snow. And with the blacksmith having that shovel trade as the second last one, I've gotten a bunch of iron shovels for trading. And I've also been using this here, Panda's AFK fishing farm, and I've gotten a lot of materials. So as you can see here, 22 name tags, whole bunch of saddles, a bunch of books, some boots as well, lots of puffer fish, and a whole bunch of other stuff too. Kind of just loose all over the place. But the way I set this up, it kind of goes up into random chests. But other than that, it's pretty cool. And I've been using this over here to cook up the fish, which I then use for trading with the villagers to get more emeralds. The regular fish, anyway, the cooked fish. The farmer villager uses that. But yeah, and I also got a bunch of redstone over here, which I got some of that from R&D. So yeah, today I've decided I'm going to start working on kind of a community build in Spawn. And I thought I'd show you guys kind of how I'm going to be setting it up. And I'll show you where I'm at right now. I'm trying to figure out how things are going to kind of work out. So without further ado, let's head over to Spawn. Alright, so now that we're at Spawn, I've already begun setting it up. So we're going to continue the path kind of here. So this is like the main area of Spawn. There's the creeper there. I don't know his name. I should probably ask the other guys, but I'll take care of that later. Here's that the logo in quotes. The chicken area for food. So yeah, I just mined out the materials because I didn't have any on me when I was setting this up. I'll fix that later. I've already yeah. So the stairs are gonna go up like this. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stick with this design. I don't really like how the side there looks. What I might do is maybe change this to quartz, and then have this an iron block, and then this would be a stone staircase. But yeah, so I'll keep working on that. But gonna give you guys an overview of what I'm doing here. The build I'm going to be doing is Etho's Horse Timer, and I've already done a video on it, a Redstone Fun episode. There'll be a link to that on the screen or in the description. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up here. It's about 65 blocks for the straightaway from a little bit before the first trip hook and a little past it, the end trip hook. And I was thinking of putting the start here, and that leaves about this number of blocks before it hits the first glowstone lamp. And then it's about 17 blocks in between, 17 blocks for the glowstone lamps and the blocks in between. So this would be kind of the screen, I guess you could call it, for where the glowstone blocks are going to be. Now, Cleamy's stupid KCP shop is very big. His, yeah. It takes up so much space, and it's very unnecessary to me. Because he doesn't have anything up here. It's just a very tall building, and even if it is, it's not easy to reach that if he's going to sell it kind of like above and so on. But, yeah, it's very unnecessarily big. Though it does look like an emerald or a rupee, which is I do approve of that. But yeah, so the identifier block, if you see the redstone clay, is about there. It's not too bad the way I've set it up. If you come here, you'd be able to see it perfectly. Or actually, no, wait. Is that the starter, or is that... Ooh, sorry, no, wait. That is actually incorrect. That would be the first tripwire hook? No, wait. I'm confusing myself. Oh, yes, okay, so this would be the first tripwire hook here, and then that would be the first block for the lamp. So this is actually where the lamp starts, and then it's 17 blocks from here all the way to this part here, which would be the end of the lamp, and then the exit tripwire hook would be there. And as you can see, his building is literally right in front of where the screen would be. So I was thinking of, to kind of represent what that block was, I was thinking of moving it over. Now, if I moved it so that the starting tripwire hook and the, oh, this is the reset, that's what it was. This is the reset tripwire hook, and that's the starting tripwire hook for Source Timer. Basically, where this lines up, the path, if I were to continue it from here, goes to right around here. So it would be like you go straight through it and it resets it. Now, unfortunately, that's okay, but it's you can't see the damn friggin' thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna put the starting tripwire hook over here and moves it back about 8 blocks. And if we get some more iron, basically moving it back 8 blocks would give us enough room to hopefully see this from there, which is what I'm aiming for. So let's just count this out. One, two, huh. Not as much as I thought it would, actually. I was hoping it would end up there. I have to go at least another 6. Well, I'll figure this out. But basically, yeah, so what's going to probably wind up happening is this is going to be the exit here. And then it'll go and connect to the path over there and spawn. And this is actually a big square. I plan to put a building there. Possibly kind of like the exit or something like that. But I'll keep working on this. This is basically how it's going to be set up. And it's going to be about this far out from over there. So it's about, I think it's 10 blocks or something like that. Oh, it's a spider. Leave me alone. I'm trying to talk to the people. So it's about maybe, I think, 10 blocks out. That way it's a little further back as well. So it's not so hard to see from there. I'm just going to get some potatoes. Some taters. Nom, 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 nom. But yeah, I'm not going to show you guys kind of me building it. That's going to be a project to do by myself. If you do want to see a tutorial on how to build Etho's horse timer, almost an exact copy, in my opinion, to his, click on the link in the description or the link on screen. And while I do that, we're going to work on the other half of this build project, basically my own horses. I captured a couple and we're going to be building a place to keep them back at the house. Now I'm going to head back to the clouds and work on this, and once it's finished I'll show you guys. Alright, so now for the second part of this week's plan. We're going to be setting up a little area to keep our horses. As you can tell, I've already made this cloud here and we're going to be working on it together. I've kind of worked out how I want this to be. I'm thinking we're going to keep the horses down below. I'm just going to have them loose. I'll maybe put like a gate to stop them from going upstairs. And this here is going to be like an archway, kind of like what I had on the in my old base on the Control Delete server. And we'll have it so that they can come up here. And I've made this cloud relatively close to that portal there. We're going to kind of make it look like the way I did it before on the other server. It kind of looks like an ancient relic kind of place, which is kind of what I wanted to do for the portal. And we'll have a partial bridge going across. Eventually when we get slime blocks, it'll be easier to get across. So let's start building this. I've brought a whole bunch of materials over just so we can work on it. So now, if I remember correctly, this should be how we build it. Of course, I'm going off memory, so I don't remember everything. And then once we finish building this, we're going to go and get ourselves some horses afterwards. I've already collected a whole bunch in one spot over there, a little further out. A bunch of white horses, which we'll be keeping on the clouds, and a couple other horses, which will be, well, I don't know if I'll keep them up here, but I do want to keep them at least in the pen until we make another place to hold them. So this, we're going to use cobblestone for this staircase here and this kind of part. There we go. So that'll go down. And then this should be like this. There we go. Perfect. And this side should be exactly the same. Now I don't know if I'll be able to fit a horse all the way up here, but at the very least I'll be able to walk down it and then like have a lead and carry the horse up with me. And if we can get up here, this continues up. One more. Although the other one I did was wider. I'm thinking, you know what we'll do? We'll make this part flat. And this will be like this. There we go, perfect. I'm the best. Yes, I am. I don't know what that's about, but cool. And that should go like that, and then this one here should finish it off. I did want this to be kind of like a little bump of cloud, but that's okay. 2 paper villagers and holding cell if you need to use them. Awesome! Thanks. He's also going for perfect villagers, as I was. And he's gone with the paper route. I've taken a break for now. And while he's doing his, eventually he's offered me to be able to go and farm up emeralds using his paper traders, which will make trading for a blacksmith much easier, which I will be getting into. I fell again. A little later on. Yeah, mine was on the 22nd. No luck, no luck. Just gotta keep trying. Alright, so that'll do for now. Now for the next part, I was working on the rickety bridge. What we're going to do is kind of have the same design as I did at my outpost. It'll just be a bridge going like this, and I want to have this post on a cloud. It gets us a little closer to the portal without actually connecting to it, which is nice, and then I'll pop a couple holes in this thing to make it look like it's more rickety. So let's just, let's continue this thing over. I am going to have to put some dirt down, like this. Perfect. No, wait. That doesn't need to be there. No! Damn it. Well, I don't even have enough anyway. I don't think this is how I had it before. I think it was one higher? I don't know, something like that. And then this, I want to put on a cloud, so we should get a little further down. I probably should. Oh, this one pops up to me too. Come on. See, the trouble with making stuff in the air, you don't always get to keep the stuff. It tends to fall, which is okay. I could live without it. Now that one over there is 2. I'll make it 3 instead. Nah, 2's fine. Oh, I know what I can do. I didn't want to change that bottom part because I wanted to keep it cloud. If we make it 1 higher, that should work out. And then I'll leave those for now. I'll put something up there after. Now this one, I'll keep it 2 as well. Like that. And then I should have some, yes I do, snow. Perfect. So kind of, what I've been doing to kind of design these floating clouds, I actually look at the clouds that are below us. You can kind of get, they're all flat, but they all have individual shapes other than the ones that are repeated squares or rectangles. But what I try to do is imagine, say, that big cloud there, or the one right here below us is actual blocks. So that would be one snow block, another one there, and you just recreate it. Now, let's recreate this one here. So it's 1, 2, and then 3. So that would be the middle one, like this. We'll have to use dirt to get across. So that would be the 3. There would be 2, and then there would be another one extended over here. Right? It's hard to do while it's flying under us, but yeah, that's basically how it is. And then one here, and then that goes up 2 blocks. And has another one there. And this one, it should be, oops, not there. So this winds up being the 2 blocks. We have 1, and then another block here. Perfect. So this winds up looking very similar, if you can tell, to that cloud right there, which is how I designed these clouds. Now that does get a little close to the bridge, so now what we do is kind of alter it. Now all we have to do is break 2 blocks, and it still looks pretty good. And we'll get rid of this one too. It's a little too big. Perfect. And that's how I get those clouds. Kind of just manipulating it to my own building and what I need. I'm running out of dirt. So from here, because where we know that the other post has to go here. Oh, Marnday's back. We'll do this one here, but this one has to be smaller because of how big that one was, and they're next to each other. Or we put it at an edge of one. But what I'm thinking we'll do is maybe do it like one of those L block ones. So it's still there, but it's still pretty small. And we'll have maybe 1 loose block. So this would be where the post is. And then maybe have a loose one over here. Or have a diagonal loose one. Yeah, we'll do that. Perfect. Now we just gotta go back up. We'll break these blocks here because that's pretty much how it's going to be. We don't need those. And that's basically the bridge. All set. Now the next thing we're going to be doing is actually making the kind of the fall off for the bridge, because when you have a rickety bridge, sometimes like it doesn't connect to the other side anymore, and you have it kind of hanging off the edge. I did a couple of those at my outpost, and we're going to try and recreate that here as well. But instead, because of how we have these clouds, it has to go forward a little bit, which is all right. We'll have it kind of go up and drip down further. Now, just going to make this here perfect, and this one will be 3. Because of where that is. So that and that. As you can see, that's on the cloud there, that's on the cloud there. Looking pretty good. And we just got to extend this fence like so. That one would have connected to it down, right? Yes, it did. So that and there. Yeah, that's pretty good. This one actually doesn't need to be here. And what I may eventually do is go back down and put one on the bottom and one underneath and kind of have it hanging, and then maybe pop out one of these here too as well. And I also need torches to light them up so the bridge actually has light. But it looks pretty good. Yeah, I like that. I went ahead and made it a little bit more broken apart and made it look more like a rickety bridge. So I just popped a couple holes like I said I would. And this part here, I've kind of have like a hanging fence there. Kind of looks like the strings hanging. Same with this one here. Normally it's like this, but I broke it down. I have one hanging there. It's too bad you can't have them like the middle braces out without that actually being there, that fence, but yeah, it has to be there. And I put some torches to light it up as well and capped it off. So for the next part, to have it kind of look like it's hanging off the side here, what we have to do is we're going to use stairs, and then we'll use solid, oops, that's not right. I lost another one. I'll have to make some more after. We're going to use stairs and then solid blocks going down, kind of hanging to give it that effect. So like this. I can get one on here. There we go. I'll put another one there after. And then for the fence posts, what you do is the same thing. You kind of just continue it how it's supposed to be. Like that. And then from here, you go down one and then out another one. Now if I can get this right. There we go. And then one more. And then this will just go straight down along with blocks. And you do the same thing for this side here. So that started there. Let's get rid of that. This will go there. Have it go down one. Over. Down one again. Out. And then that'll go straight down. Now for this though, just to make it look a little different, what we'll probably do is make it go down from here. Give it a little bit more of a difference. And we are pretty close to the actual portal. So if we get maybe 1 or 2 clouds, maybe with some slime blocks when we update, and we just jump, hop, and then jump, if that's possible, that's our easy access to the portal. And this is all ready to go. I will have to go down, I'll probably have to build out from the cloud, but I'll do that myself in my own time. So this is all ready to go. Now before we end off this, I want to grow a sapling. I don't have any bone meal though. Let's just portal back to the island and get one real quick. It'll take 2 seconds, as well as a couple flowers. I don't like the yellow flowers. I'll probably use... I used the blue flower there and white flowers. I think I used the white peonies. Maybe we'll use the white flowers as well. Yeah, I got 5 white tulips. We'll use that. Now, get the leads. Get us a saddle. Afterwards, we're going to go out and get ourselves blue orchids too. We'll get 3. Add some variety to the flowers. I'm copying the portal's flower design because it's supposed to go together, basically. I may also add a bit of water, just to kind of give it more of a natural look. Something I've definitely learned about myself is I think I'm more of a natural builder than I am an actual just structure builder. Or at least I enjoy it a lot more. If I can take care of it. I don't have any bones. I'm surprised. Yeah, I don't have any bones. Alright, let me just go kill some skeletons and then we'll make the tree. Now I want a big tree, and I think this method should still work more or less. So let's see. I got a pillar here and a bunch of torches, hopefully to force it to grow big and strong. And it grew not at all how I wanted it to. Oh boy, I still got a bunch of bone mail, but I gave me wood, I suppose. That's annoying. I have. What am I doing? I have an axe. Jeez. There we go. Perfect. Oh, there would probably be. No, there isn't actually one in here. I'm surprised. So this method didn't work. I'm not going to remove the leaves. I want to see if I can force it to grow big with the leaves still there. Now, let's give it another go. If it doesn't eat up all my bone mail. And it ate up all my bone mail and didn't grow. You aggravating tree. Ah, good enough. I got a lot of kinks to work out. Good enough, and I got rid of that to make it look more broken. But yeah, so other than a bit of cleaning up, that's basically the whole process I go through with making these clouds. Start with a snow frame, put a bunch of grass on top where I want it to go, start building the buildings or portals or structures or whatever it is I want on top of it. From there, working on a little bit more of the nature look, and then adding a little bit more of the final aesthetics. And then putting up the final main work, like the interior of other such things. I haven't finished the interior for my house because the villager's there. But that's, yeah, like I said, my process. That's how I go through with all of these clouds. That one I've decided to leave because what we're going to do with that one is make that the storage for the villagers as well as a couple items. And then next to it, I'm going to put another cloud with a bridge that will be for the breeding cell, if I ever need more villagers. But enough about that. As the sun sets, I will go and sleep, and then we're going to go breed some horses, bring them back, and see which one's the best. Here are my horses. Zav's horses. So I caged up as much of the white ones as I could when I was here the first time. So there's a bunch of them here. Not really solid white. A lot of them, it's like the cow pattern. That one's obviously gray and white. This one's got like the bubbly pattern that I like so much. That one's kind of a pelty pattern. Well, there's another bubbly pattern. No actual solid white horses as far as I can tell. Like, you can kind of tell each one has a pattern. But now there's also a bunch of them kind of scattered all over the place. What we're going to do is tame the ones on the outside and bring them into this pen. And this pen is going to be where we're going to keep them. These horses, the white horses anyway, will be transported to the cloud. Our clouds. There we go. Now we got to find a couple horses. There should be. Well, here's a donkey. Let's tame him first. He's got a lot of health. Decent. It's good travel speed. 0 jump. I'm gonna have to break a hole to get this guy in. Or just make a path on the outside. There we go. Perfect. Good job. And they shouldn't be able to get out with one gap. Perfect. So that'll be our way in and out. Next up, there should be a whole bunch of donkeys around here. Here's another one. Cannot tell if he likes me. Let's see. No, he doesn't. Alright. Come on, be tame, donkey. Tame! Tame! Be tamed already. Please? 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 Yes! Alright. Good donkey. Oh, I left the saddle on the other one. Yeah, just come here. I got a bunch of leads. Come on. I thought these things weren't supposed to break anymore. Come on. Come on. And you go. Come on. Follow me. Yep. Yep. Perfect. Now to train our first horse. Or tame, I should say. The training will come after. Let's see. Oh, this guy's a fast one. He's a runner. You a sprinter, ain't ya? Come on. Come on. You seem like a little fat. Come on. I know you want to... Oh, yeah. Man, this guy's fast. I like this guy. If I could tame him... Oh, you know what? I want to go get the saddle. This guy I want to ride right away. He seems fast. Night is quickly approaching. Oh, I know it's not. We're about halfway through the day. When night gets closer to nighttime, we're going to just get our leads and bring a bunch of them in and stop testing them. We'll do that after. Bring a couple of them to spawn. We'll kind of feel for which one's the fastest, and then from there, we'll bring one to spawn and test them out in our new horse timer once it's finished. Still got to work on that. Oh, wow. Okay, good. He likes me. Let's see, how fast are you, buddy? Decent speed. I've seen faster. But he's definitely a keeper. And who knows, there could be even faster ones in this giant pack of horses. Not too fond of the color though, it's like a brownish black. Well, we still haven't found orange pop on this server, my pride and joy horse of orange bubbly coated goodness. Let's get rid of those. And this guy's next. Seems like a jumper. He's climbing up the hills. Look at that over there, a bunch of horses. Come on, come on, come on. The reason I'm not wasting any wheat on them is because you don't actually need them for taming. They eventually get tamed, or sugar. Because I'm poor, still don't have much materials. I haven't even gone mining on this server yet. Anyway, I'll continue with this, and we'll start bringing them back to the horse cloud. I don't know why, but this just seems so funny to me. So we're back at spawn. Don't mind the other guys, there's a lot of people on today. We're getting pretty busy. So I finished the build and I thought I'd show you guys it. So this here is the horse timer in the style I've gone with, mimicking kind of the design of spawn with the path. Now this is basically a free community build. That's why the path is red. The red represents kind of community use, just free for use. And then this here is, the green path is for shops and stuff. I believe I've mentioned this before. Looks like Sparks' shop has changed a little bit. I actually like this look a lot more. It looks nice. So the horse timer. Yeah, this build took a lot of materials, and let's take a closer look at it. Now I don't have kind of like a border on the side. It's just blank walls, and then these here are the pillars for the legs, which have the redstone going up from the tripwire hooks. Going up there. I really like how it turned out. The front side here, obviously the reader interface showing the time of your horse, their speed. And on this side here, it's just a bit of stained glass. You can see into the back of it. Black stained glass. I'm missing a bit. I forgot to cover up a few holes, but other than that, yeah. And then on the top is also clear stained glass, so if anyone goes on top, they can see from there. So let's give this thing a test run. I'll show you guys how it works. I've written a manual for it, which I've put over here, and well, that's a lot of lilacs for people to use. I've chosen lilacs as the cost. I'm going to leave that there. I don't mind people just using it. So this here is the instruction manual. Horse speed gate, how to use. Place 3 lilacs into chest this book was in, the right chest. So there's 2 chests. There's an inner chest there and this chest here. This chest is connected to a bunch of hoppers. And let's go down. So it's connected to a bunch of hoppers here. This hopper is locked and it has lilac in it, and then above it is a lilac set. So you have to put 3 in, and the signal turns on or turns off this torch long enough for 3 to get by, thus costing 3 lilacs. It also sends a signal here to this gate. Normally it's locked, and whenever you go through the exit it resets it, and then when you put lilacs in, it sends a signal and it unlocks it so you can actually use the timer. So let's get out of here and we'll test it out. Oh, my skin's gone. Huh. Yeah, so besides that as well, let's keep looking at the instructions real quick. Saddle up horse, go through first gate, make sure lights reset. So this is the reset gate, and oop, I fell. And the lights are indeed off. Once counter is reset, run down the path starting from the chest to the 3rd gate. So the chest all the way down there to the 3rd gate where I showed you guys before. Note, gates are the pillars with tripwire hooks and string. I just call it gates because it's a nice short way of calling it and less room in the book. Once you pass the 3rd gate, system will reset lock mechanism like I showed you. New payment is required for continued use. 1 payment is 1 run, which is 3 lilacs. Top lights represent seconds, 1 to 9. Bottom lights milliseconds, 1 to 9. Final notes: if wiring is tampered with or damaged, please report to me, basically. Please return book proper resting place, and thanks to Ether's Lab for the original design, which I am just recreating. Now, unfortunately, my nether tunnel is not ready for hub use. I still have to set it up, and I couldn't get the horses here, but Arendate has been nice enough to leave his horse here, which we will be using as kind of the testing horse. So what we'll do is we'll get 3 lilacs because the system is locked. Put them into this chest here. Note it does not take the book. Now the system should be reset, so all you have to do is run down the line. Oh, getting lagged because of the rain. Hopefully, yeah, you can hear it going through the final gate. And oh yeah, see, Spark, he's been cleaning up spawn. A bunch of chests there just for spawn work and stuff like that. And Arnday's horse's time is 7.2 seconds. That's what I was getting before. So this horse is rather slow. Yeah, and so once I finish the nether hub, the nether tunnel for my house, we can start testing our own horses, which will be a project for next time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Conquering the Cloud, and I'll catch you crazy kids next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.